Doing good. Might not get up.
It's not getting easier in year 4.
Is it getting easier?
They said on the broadcast that was a hamstring injury. What happened and when did you hurt it?
They said it on the broadcast? Okay.
I'm not making this up.
Okay, I was saying you're gonna put me in a trap. But yeah, I know it's the nature of the game, man. You overstride a little bit one way and then your hamstring goes another way, and that's kind of what happened to me. You know, with those soft tissue injuries, you know, you can do all you can in terms of treatment, but at the end of the day, your body has to recover on its own, which is, for me, it was the most frustrating part because, you know, I was probably living in the training room at one point, just trying to work it back, trying to get it to the point where I can, you know, move, pull, you know, in our offense, we're in a lot of outside zone, everything like that, so I got to run. And so it was just the first 2 weeks of the season, yeah, like I understood that it probably wasn't best for me to play, but it didn't take back from my want to be out there in the game. Like, but you know, guys stepped up. It's competitive excellence. Guys executed, and so now I'm just grateful to be back and doing what I can.
Brian Day said that the first 2 weeks you almost had to fight you to keep you out.
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
It's just a frustrated player and a head coach that knows what's best for him. You know, I thought I was good to go, and a lot of people told me I wasn't, and I was like, "What do you mean? I'm fine." And then Coach Day had to, you know, talk me off a cliff a little bit, but it's just trying to protect me from myself. You know, I've blessed with the opportunity to play a lot of ball this year, and so he was just like, "Look, man, let's calm down for these weeks, and we'll get you back after the bye." But I wasn't the most happy camper in the world for a good minute there, but it is what it is. We're playing football again.
And how special was it to play Saturday?
It was amazing. You know, as a senior, I know I only have a limited amount of opportunities left to play in the horseshoe. So just running out of the tunnel, you know, I never say I take the game for granted, but you know, knowing that only the number of times I have to do that is dwindling down, kind of weighed on me those first few games. And so just playing the game to the highest level as fast as I can, and just you know, taking it all in the moment.
Donovan, with what Jackson went through a couple of years ago, a similar injury, did that play in your mind, both dealing with it in August and the decision to come back? Maybe it didn't. I don't know.
I mean, when it happened, I'd be lying if I said. I mean, I wasn't going to take the route he did. Obviously, he's very successful.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, like what happens now? And there was a kind of a moment of like, okay, like how long is it going to take? And then everyone was like, it's a hamstring, dude. Like we don't know. Like everyone's body heals differently, and so just trying to, you know, put good things in my body so I heal as fast as I can, and trying to get like adequate rest, doing everything the trainers tell me to, doing everything Coach Fry and Coach Day told me to do to try to heal as fast as I could and get back on the field.
Were there moments of uncertainty if everyone's healing differently and you don't know what your timeline is going to be when it first happened? I mean, what was it like for you dealing that? Because then the decision to come back was, you know, probably hard in the first place, and then you have to deal with that. You don't know what it's going to be like.
Yeah, no, there were definitely moments of frustration. I'm not going to lie about that, but our training staff of you know, Stu, Solo, Sean, Tyler, Carly, Kelly, all those people in there, they told me to trust the plan. They said that they've seen this type of thing happen numerous times, and they know that it's going to take a lot, but like you're going to heal and you're going to be back on that field. And so it's you know, thinking of it now, it's kind of funny, but in the moment I was like, don't tell me that. But it's you know, it is what it is.
What do you think of Austin filling in for you for those 2 weeks and how he performed?
No, I think he played great. You know, it's that competitive excellence that we talk about here. You know, make the play on your numbers called, and Austin's number was called, and he did a fantastic job. You know, it's always great seeing young guys. I sound old saying that, but Austin going out there and doing his thing. You know, we all knew he could do it. There was not a doubt in my mind that he was going to go out there and, you know, show his deal. But it was great seeing 67 run on the field.
Did you go out of your way to be in his ear, you know, leading up to those games?
No.
Meaning, you know, give him tips, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, no, I would, you know, make my voice known here or there, but he was already on his stuff. You know, I do like little nuanced things. Like, hey man, like if he does this, he might do this, because learning from my mistakes, I was like, hey, like you can do this so you don't make the same mistake I did. But Austin's a fantastic athlete. You know, he's strong as an ox, and so he did fantastic doing what he does.
Was the key with you get as much time between suffering your little malady and coming back because time heals all. I mean, was that the thinking? Was that hard to grasp that sitting out would be maybe tough, but in the long run, the right thing?
Yeah, that was a difficult concept for me to grasp. You know, I've always been a stubborn kid. You can ask my mom, but you know, patience hasn't always been my thing. So when it happened, I was like, okay, I'll be back in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks came, and I was like, it still hurts. But it was just, you know, trusting the process, knowing that our training staff knows what they're doing, and they knew they were going to get me back on the field. And so now that I'm on the field, just keep on balling.
Did you also say you feel 100% last week? How'd you feel out there?
Feel great.
What is it like?
Last two questions on this line. When you add a guy like Seth with that level of experience, how much does that help at that center position when he has so much he has to take care of?
Yeah, you know, I'm very grateful for Seth. You know, Seth is, I would say, the tip of the spear of our offense. I would say they'll be like, if teams play us, they're not going to come out in exactly what we think they're going to do, because that's just, you know, game plan. But Seth communicates throughout the entire, almost down to the snap count of what we have to do to make sure all guys are on the same page. There'll be times where Will's in his cadence and he like yells at me like, hey, we're going over here. And so I know that just follow what he says, and then we're going to make a good play out of it.
What do you make?
Last question right here.
What do you make of the rotation with Tegra and Austin? And from your experience at guard, what are the pros and cons of maybe rotating guys out of position early in the season?
Well, that's a great Coach Fry question.
We don't get them.
I just play left guard. I know that both guys are very talented, and I know that when they're in the game, they're trying to prove themselves. And so just having that competitive fire and guys getting after it, and as long as we move the ball and get to the end zone, man, I don't think anyone cares who plays or who doesn't.
All right, Donovan, thank you.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks, Don.